Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of our Unknown to Greatest. And today, we have more positive news to share with you from last episode onwards. It's got better. Couldn't have got worse. We've changed tactic. We've brought in some new additions. We'll talk you through all that right now as we get into the episode for the first game away at the Emirates Stadium to Arsenal. And then the second game with fellow promoted side Wolverhampton. Let's get into this. So in the very first game from the last episode onwards, after we lost to Liverpool 3-0, we went on to play Crystal Palace. I thought, oh, here we go again. We went 1-0 down. We then got the equaliser through Moreira assisting Dibbling, which at the time I thought was offside, but it was all good. Then Dibbling passed it to Joseph to give us the lead, which I couldn't believe at the time. They equalised only 6 minutes later, for us to then get the game-deciding goal 5 minutes later in the game through Andre Santos, assisted by Alfonso, and 3 points. At the time, I was in complete disbelief, but the new tactic, as you can see over here, is a version of our Frosinone formation we played, but instead of the cams, we've got the right and the left wingers, because we have wingers at this club. So I've sort of made a version of that. The next game, normal service resumed. We did lose 2-0 to Brighton at home, but they are a very good Brighton side, managed by Jose Mourinho, of all people. We didn't have a chance. They just played us off the park. We could not create a chance to save our life. We eventually started creating chances, but by then it was too late. We were 2-0 down. And yeah, it is what it is. We lost at home. Then we had the very long trip up to the Stadium of Light, where we did go 2-0 up. Moreira assisted Joseph, and Aiden Heaven assisted Fikayo Tomori. 2 of our new signings there, guys. And Chris Rigg got themselves a consolation towards the end, but we held on for 3 points. Then in the very last game, before we get into today's match, we did draw 1-1 with Southampton. We are Southampton. Let's try again. We drew 1-1 with West Ham United. Kieran McKenna's West Ham United. We went 1-0 up in the 21st minute for a goal from Moreira, and they got the equaliser late on in the game. They probably deserved the equaliser, stats-wise, XG-wise, possession. Yeah, they were just the better side. But we managed to get a point out of it. All of that leaves us currently in 14th position in the league with 10 points. So we are 5 points clear of relegation. But my whole aim this season is to get as many points as we do games played. 38 points is the aim. If we can get to 38 points, I think we'll be safe. So that is the whole aim of this season. So we're 28 points off with what we want. Now we've got to run you through the incomings on deadline day. So, on deadline day, and the 30th, we got a little bit busy. So, oh no, these are all deadline day actually. We got a little bit busy. This one was done by our director of football. I let him do it. He hasn't got a work permit. He is on loan, I think. Yeah, on loan in the 3rd division in Brazil. So he's not currently here. Hopefully he can get good, but I allowed him to go through and do that deal. We brought in Amine Legore, who is a very good centre-back to give us options in the 3-back that we're playing now. Very, very, very good player to have around the place. On loan for the season. We then, I'll go through this one last. This was another director of football move. Doesn't look the greatest, so I didn't give him a work permit. And Fikayo Tomori, as you can see here, has come in as another option in centre-back. Very, very good player. English. Gives us a little bit more experience in the side as well, so I was very happy to get him in. And he only cost us £6 million, so I was quite happy with that. Now this one, the reason I've left this one till last, Aiden Heaven, 24 years old. Man United never really gave him the opportunities to develop. He went on loan to Wrexham a couple times. They've played him a few times, but he's not really got anywhere with his career. So, we brought him in on loan, but we do have the option to buy him at the end of the loan for only 15.5 million for an English player. Now, I'm debating that at the end of the loan. I think it could be a good little acquisition, especially if he grows to like 3, maybe 3.5 by the end of this season. I think he's a very good player to have around the place. But tactically, that all leaves us in a 5-back. As I was mentioning before, a familiar version of the Frosinone formation. Because obviously I've loaded it from Frosinone and then changed it slightly. But I think it could work. But one thing we got to do today is get Cabrera out of the side because he's not fit. So Okonkwo is going to have to come in. And Coppola is not going to start today either. We're going to bring in Aiden Heaven. And Joseph does have an injury, unfortunately. So he's going to come out for Vlahovic. But that is all we're going to do. Let's get into this game. Let's see what we can do here away at Arsenal. Skeptical, but there might be a chance. So looking at their squad ahead of today's game, I just realised I hadn't moved the microphone over, so you would have heard me, but not as loud as normal. Bart Verbruggen in goal, Luke Moss, who's a youngster, William Saliba, Gabriel, Nico O'Reilly from Man City, that's a good addition to their side. Aurélien Tchouameni from Real Madrid, Dominic Szoboszlai from Liverpool, Marcus Paulo, who I know he's a good player, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Ousmane Dembele. Their bench consists of Seaman, Leonard Carl, Liam Delap, Luis Diaz, Christian Mosquera, and they're the only ones we know. So they've brought Saka, Paulo, Nico O'Reilly, and Moss in for Timber, Miles Lewis Skelly, Declan Rice, and Liam Delap. Let's get into this. I don't know how this is going to go. Right, underway here at the Emirates Stadium. Hoping we can get anything out of today. Just don't get battered and I will be happy. As long as we avoid an absolute battering here by Arsenal, I'll be very happy with any result. I wouldn't be surprised we lost 3-0. But I would like just to put up a fight. As you can see, Arsenal are passing the ball sideways around our defence, making them all move around. Dembele, Saka. Oh my God! I don't know who's stopped that, but Josh Archimpong does manage to get it clear in the end. Nico O'Reilly, Gabriel Martinelli. And that is the end of the highlight. So far, not too bad, I would say. By this stage in the Ipswich game, we were 2-0 down. So, progress, I guess. But yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Saka going into our box. He's got a man on the edge of the box who's completely unmarked. It's Nico O'Reilly. And luckily for us, it was only Nico O'Reilly as a young lad. So he is getting to play here at the Emirates, which he probably never thought he would get. Moreira, Andre Santos, gives it away to Tchouameni. You can't be doing that. Dembele, out wide to Martinelli, who's now got pace to run at our players. We're tracking back. Don't bring him down. Archimpong brings him down, and it's a penalty to Arsenal. You've never heard a more true sentence than penalty to Arsenal, if you're honest. And yeah, it's going to get given. I don't see this being overturned. It looked like a blatant foul. And it is. It is a penalty. Archimpong might be lucky to escape a yellow here. And he doesn't. He gets his yellow card. Big chance for Okonkwo. Probably going to be against Bukayo Saka, and it looks like he is. Come on, Okonkwo. Standing in for the injured goalkeeper today, our number 1, Cabrera. Okonkwo, can you do it? Saka steps up, and Okonkwo does! Come on, Okonkwo! What a save on the penalty. And he is proving why he is our chosen backup, because I do trust him if we have problems and he can come in. But let's just get the ball out, lads, because this is a risk we should not be taking against a very good Arsenal side. Miley, out wide to Archimpong. Is this going to come to anything? Archimpong loses the ball to Martinelli. What is he doing? Dembele. Paulo. Dembele. That was an unnecessary chance we've given them. Saka. Oh, God. Get it away. Get it away. Saka's in behind. We're trying to defend in numbers again. Szoboszlai goes back to Gabriel, who now drives with the ball forward. Into Nico O'Reilly. A bit of space there. O'Reilly. Szoboszlai's gone down, and it's a free kick, Arsenal. Saka is lining up this free kick. Our wall looks a little bit disjointed, if I'm honest. Round here, I'm worried that might be where Saka puts it. Kicks into the wall. Gets another chance at it. Okonkwo gets up, and I think he saved that. Okonkwo is having the game of his life here. Come on, boys. Arsenal are relentless, though. They are coming again. And I'm just relieved to see an end of a highlight, because that was crazy. I'm going to encourage the boys. I'm happy so far. Can we get this out? Saka delivers a corner into the centre. Tchouaméni gets up. It's cleared away. Marcos Paulo delivers one into the middle. Martinelli back to Paulo. And that looked like it might have been offside. We're doing well. We're doing enough. One thing I will do, though, is when we lose possession, is to regroup. We don't need to press goalkeeper either, so let's not worry about that. Let's just get back into shape as soon as we lose the ball or it goes for a goal kick. That is the main thing to do here. As Okonkwo gets it forward, but no one attacks it. Saliba easily gets the ball away. Martinelli. Paulo. Moss. Goes forward. Szoboszlai. Into Saka. That's brilliant football from Arsenal. And, oh my God, it's another good save from Okonkwo. Berkay Yilmaz with the throw-in. Into Andre Santos. We are in the Arsenal half, which is rare at the moment. Machoro. Into Lewis Miley. Hits it. Bit of a rushed panic shot. But we have got near their box, and that is progress. I think the boys are taking on the advice I'm giving them. Okonkwo is currently playing on a 9.3. For a goalkeeper, that is mental. I'm going to say I'm delighted so far. Keep it up. We are going to have to double check if anyone's got a yellow, which Fikayo Tomori and Archampong do. So we're going to bring on Ulukami. I think that's how you say that. And Tomori is going to have to come off for Gui. Or Gui, we'll call him. He can come on in the centre. We do not want to risk a red card today. A red card would be a disaster. So 2 changes to the defensive line. Plus they've had to work really hard in this first half. We're going to bring off Moreira. In fact, actually what we're going to do is in possession. I want Moreira now to slot in here and Dibbling to slot in here. So let's play them a little bit more central. Out of possession, yes, they can still go wide. But I think in possession, it makes more sense to overload the central areas right now. I'm going to get Higgins off for Vlahovic, who is going to just play as a centre forward. And I think that's all we're going to do for now. Hopefully as well, doing that will give our wing-backs more chance to go forward as well with the ball. Saliba. Tchouaméni hits it from range, and that was terrible. Right, do we have any cams on the bench that can come on? Vujovic can play cam if necessary, and Moreira's also going to have to come off. And we're going to bring on... who do we bring on in that role? I'm going to try Hook in there and just see if he can do anything in that role for us. Here we go. Ulukamani. We're going to have to nickname him because I don't know how to say his name. Alano gets the ball. Nico O'Reilly forward to Leonard Carl. Liam Delap. Back to Carl. We got plenty of men back. We need to shut this attack down. Marcos Paulo. Carl. Luis Diaz. Goes past the defender. Diaz into the box. No. Oh, we don't deserve that. We've been magnificent today. We have been magnificent and we have conceded what looks like a bit of a feeble goal. 10 rating from Okonkwo before that ball went into the net. And I'm just trying to see, did someone not track their man? No, it was just he skilled Olukamani on the wing there. And to be honest, Okonkwo, giving him all the praise in the world today, but he could have done better there. Come on, can we just push forward now, boys? Push forward, maybe get us one chance to get a goal here. Going to play a second striker. Well, we're going to play 2 second strikers now. And Miley, instead of a midfield playmaker, can go to an advanced playmaker. And Santos can go to an attacking midfielder. We need to just go for it. If we concede again, we concede again. I feel like we definitely deserve something from this match. It might be silly for the goal difference at the end of the season, but a point would make more difference than the goal difference for us. Nico O'Reilly. That's a great ball into Liam Delap. Oh, my word. Okay. We are trying our best. I do feel that we could probably snatch a goal if we get the right attack at the right time. Play him as a channel forward just to see if he can find some space. Paulo to Ahano. Luis Diaz. Carl. Good ball in behind to Liam Delap. Another good save from Okonkwo. I think he's put his name down for the next game. I'm pretty sure he will be in goal for us in the next game, even if our regular goalkeeper is fit again. I think it just makes sense. When you play this good, you deserve a chance. He's conceded and he's on a 9.6. It's not to be today, guys, but to only lose 1-0 to Arsenal and Pep Guardiola's Arsenal to make it even worse. I mean, I'll take that. And realistically, yeah, it's not going to change too much for us down here right now. So I'm okay with that. Didn't get the result we wanted, but the performance was superb. Right, guys, I shall see you at the Wolverhampton game. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the second game of the episode. We have picked up an injury or two in that period. Fikayo Tomori is out, so he's not available for today's game. So funny enough, our club captain is going to come onto the bench. He's coming to the starting 11 at the moment, but onto the bench with him. We're going to bring Aiden Heaven into the centre because I want to get Aiden Heaven playing as much as possible. I would like to see him grow into the player I know he can be. So Coppola is going to go there. Heaven on the right. And also, Okonkwo is back in again after that last game. He was brilliant. Massive game here. And we need to win this. I think, as well, we're going to give Archampong a rest. And we're going to bring Zach Olawawami, I think is how you say his name. But we're going to nickname him right now. So bear with me a second and I'll nickname him. Right. We are going to set nickname and he's just going to be called... Yeah, we'll go with O'Lucky. O'Lucky is now his name from this point onwards. O'Lucky has been born. Let's go with that because at least it's a little bit easier to say. So O'Lucky's going to get the start today. Let's get into this. I want to win this game. This is a must win. Our home form is important. Let's go. And let's just try and wedge that home to the players. All this season is about getting our results at home. Wolves are unbeaten in 7 matches against Southampton. Doesn't mean very much at all. Come on, boys. We can do this. Big win needed. Underway here. Wolves get us kicked off. And I would like to start positive. Yilmaz. Forward to Moreira. Cuts inside. Back to Yilmaz. Yilmaz, keep going. Yilmaz delivers it into the middle to Moreira. Back to Lewis Miley. O'Lucky. Miley. O'Lucky. Hits it. Blocked. Back down. O'Lucky. Hits it. Deflected. Oh, great save from Mark Travers in net there. That was going all over the place and nobody could have read where that was going. But he managed just about to get his hands to the ball and push it behind. Moreira delivers a nice corner in, but I think the keeper might get there. He has gone flying. I don't know what he's done there. Higgins into Miley. Back to O'Lucky. Get it in the middle. O'Lucky goes down. Referee is consulting with VAR. Whether that's in the box or not. It is definitely close. It is definitely close to being in the box. Personally, I think it might have been on the line, but I'm not 100% sure. He hasn't given a penalty. He's given a free kick. And if we take this from the line, this is the wrong decision. Oh, he's put it just behind. Yilmaz delivers it in. Miley. Oh. So close. Come on. We have started this game exactly how we wanted to, so this is going well. Right, looks like we might be going into half-time here at 0-0. We're not having the most chances today. We are wasting a lot from the looks of things. Not happy. Right. What we need to do is our playmaker needs to get himself into these positions. So what we're going to do is we're going to move Huggins into the poacher role in the hope that he can get pretty much on the goal line. And I think maybe move... No, leave the midfield as is for the moment. Unless Miley can play here for us. No, he's not. No concept of that position. Right, so Miley can come back here. Play, instead of the midfield playmaker, and he plays an advanced playmaker now. So he goes a bit further up the pitch. You've got the width of Dibbling and Olucky on this side. Yilmaz on this side with Moreira. I think best decision is to leave the team as is for the first few minutes of the second half. And just see if we can create something going forward. Let's have a look at our defensive line as well. We can probably afford to move that up a tiny bit. And let's see if that makes any difference. Chance for us in the 50th minute of this game. Moreira is going to probably have a shot at goal here. Moreira hits it! Oh! Goncalo Moreira! What a goal that is to score his first Premier League goal for the club, I believe. That is magnificent. You don't see better free kicks than that. He has hit that so well. And it's gone in off the crossbar. Mark Travers had no hope of keeping that out. And we are 1-0 up. Right, Dibbling is coming off. Dibbling has not had a very good game today. We're going to bring on Hyuk. Higgins has been ineffective at best. So we're going to bring on Vucevic up front. We're also going to bring off Yilmaz because I think he's struggling slightly out there. We don't have a left back on the bench today. That is a mistake from me. Okay, he stays on then. Josh Archampong will come on at right wing back. And then that's our only changes. In the more advanced position. Goes down in the box. Nothing given there. Or just on the edge of the box that was. Berkay Yilmaz. Back to Andre Santos. Motoro. Miley takes a touch. Out to Archampong. Yang Min Huak does really well. Cuts inside. It's a brilliant goal. Assisted by Josh Archampong. But made by Yang Min Huak. Huak? I'm going to go with Huak. He has done so well there. And it is 2-0 to the Saints. Right, let's make another change in midfield to get Salvador Esposito on. And to be honest, we're going to get Miley off as well. Freshen both midfield positions in the hope that that can just give us the energy to get over the line today. Lovely scoop turn there from Till. Hits it off the crossbar. And we can breathe a sigh of relief. We're going to go back to standard on that. And we're going to play for set pieces as well. We don't want to just fully time waste. Just slow it down a tiny bit. And apparently we've gone into the Premier League. And he looks like he's more up for the game. And it's going to be... It's definitely going to be 3 points at this point. Is it going to be a clean sheet? And it is! A perfect result. 2-0 victory over Wolverhampton. And that result gets us up into 12th place and gaps the relegation back to 5 points again. And we've got 13 points so far. We're doing so well. That is fantastic. We have currently got 13 points in the league, played 10 games. So we're 3 points ahead of our games that we want to match. So we could lose the next 3 games and still be on our target. We are doing very, very well. Norwich lingering at the bottom there with Wolverhampton. Palace in the relegation zone. Brentford just out by 4 goals. And then the gaps start opening. Obviously, we're not looking up here anytime soon. But very, very happy with 12 so far. For the next episode. So... next up, we got City, then Fulham. I think, where are Bournemouth in the table? Let's look for Bournemouth. Bournemouth are 6th. So, I think we'll come back for Aston Villa at home and Spurs at home here in December. So, we're going to go through 1, 2, 3 games, then Villa and Spurs at home, is our next episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're enjoying this series because I am really enjoying recording it. I am K-PlaysFM. If you're new around here, please subscribe for more. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. And I will see you later.